What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day. Hope you had a great weekend. Getting into this episode of GH. Listen, I'm going to need for Ned to take control as CEO of ELQ, effective immediately, because Michael just continues to be dumb. Like, I like Michael, but he just continues to just irk my nerves. Like, seriously, he just plucks my nerve every time. It's like, the comments that he was making about ELQ, I'm like, are you serious? You know what I mean? Like, Ned is obviously not happy about Nell selling her 5% of ELQ. Here's the gotcha, though, because this has been said several times. The ELQ stock, Oscar shares are still in probate. They haven't been decided on. So Nell signing over her shares, selling her shares, they can contest that. That can be invalidated. Easily. You can easily go to a court and invalidate that sale. So Valentine shouldn't be so happy about that ELQ stock so quick. I'm like, you shouldn't be so giddy about it because they can invalidate that sale. It's still in probate court. But anyway, like, Ned was obviously, and for good reason, pissed off about it because he wanted to make sure that 5% came back to the Quartermains. And Michael sitting there, oh, it's only 5%. It ain't gonna do no damage. Michael, shut the hell up. There's a reason why your grandfather, before your great-grandfather, before he died, he bought back major shares in the company. He bought out most of the outside stockholders. The only person outside the family who owns a little piece of ELQ is Lucy Coe. She's the only one. Edward bought back, he held 99% of ELQ stock. He bought out all the other outside shareholders because he wanted his family to own pieces of the company. He wanted it to be divided amongst all the family members. That the reason he did that was because he doesn't really want outsiders owning a piece of the company. Dum-dum, it ain't just about 5%. How about no percent? That's the way Edward wanted it. He didn't want outsiders having any stock in the company. That's not what he wanted. That's why he bought majority of it back. Duh. And you're sitting there talking about 5%. Oh, it ain't no big deal. It is a big deal, dum-dum. It's a family company, and they wanted to keep it in the family, stupid. Damn. Like, just, Ned, please take back control, please. Because this boy is clearly just inexperienced and just not thinking correctly. So anyway, speaking of not thinking correctly, Chase, really, you were gambling, because the thing is, Chase comes in there and he's sitting there talking about, oh, can you tell me, just level with me and tell me who's coming after Sonny and stuff like that. You really thought Michael was going to tell you the answer to that, even though Michael knows who's coming after him? Michael ain't going to tell you. Of course Michael's not going to tell you that. Of course not. I mean, I can't blame Chase for doing his job, but I wouldn't trust the PCPD with this information because God knows the PCPD don't solve any cases. So why get them involved? That's just silly talk. I wouldn't dare tell you a damn thing. The PCPD can't do nothing. That's the problem. They got all this legal red tape they got to go through. I wouldn't tell them jack squat. And he should have known Michael wasn't going to tell him nothing. He tried to use his friendship with Michael to get information. How naive can you be? You really thought Michael was stupid enough to fall for that? I mean, yeah, Michael has his dumb moments like with the ELQ stock, but still, he's not that damn dumb. I think Michael better off as a criminal, as a mob boss himself, than the CEO of a corporate company. Because he seems smarter in that field than he does in the corporate world. I'm just saying. That seems like his forte to me. Like, seriously, Chase, you should have known better. You should have known better. So anyway, moving on from that. Brooklyn. I did like her snappy comebacks and her sharp tongue with Lulu, though. I did enjoy it. When Brando came to see Lulu and stuff like that, she was like, why would he want to go see Lulu? I did enjoy that. But you know what? I like the way that Ned is parenting her, even though she's grown and stuff. I like the way he's handling it. Like, he did try to help her, even though he told her before that he wasn't going to help her, but he did try. And the lawyers just could not break the contract that she has with her manager. And you know what? It is what it is. Brooklyn got herself in that mess. She need to learn, that there's consequences for your actions. You were dumb enough to sign that contract, so you need to figure out a way to get out of it or do what you got to do. Don't sit there and get no attitude with Ned. She's sitting there talking about, oh, forget it. How you going to get an attitude with Ned and then beg him to talk to Olivia to let you go home early or whatever? And Ned was like, no, I'm not going to do that. He was like, nope, you're not going home early because all you're going to do is go home, feel sorry for yourself, cry, and be all up in self-pity. And he was like, no, you're not going to do that. You're a Quartermaine. Pick yourself up. Pick yourself up. That's what you need to do. Pick your damn self up. That's what you need to do. Hold your head up high and figure out a way. You got yourself in this mess. Figure out a way to get out this mess. She does remind me a lot of Tracy. I swear she does. Brooklyn reminds me so much of Tracy Quartermaine. It's not even funny. Like how they just get themselves into these messes and they always run to their fathers to fix it. That was her first instinct, was to run to Ned to fix it. And that was Tracy's first instinct when she got into that mess with Anthony Zacchara. She ran right to Edward, and Edward was like, nope. He laughed right in her face and said, nope, you got yourself into this mess. You got ELQ into this mess. I'm going to fix ELQ, but you need to get yourself out of this. And that's exactly what he did, too. He figured out a way to hide some of those assets so that way ELQ wouldn't take some of the, the hit. But he left Tracy to fix her own mess. That's just what it is. You got yourself in this, get your damn self out. Don't come running to me. That's just how it is. And she wants to sit there and get a whole attitude with him. And she sucked as a hostess. Like, I'm just saying, like, how you going to sit there at the hostess table with your phone, just looking at your phone, Jax and Nina come in, and you're just totally ignoring them? Olivia was fed up. She was over it. Olivia was like, Jax, Nina, do y'all need a table for two? Olivia was over it. She was like, you know what? Olivia was about to pop her in her head. Like, seriously. How you going to come here? You need a job, and you sitting here BSing. But I mean, honestly though, Lulu need to be careful, because you see how when Brooklyn ran away or whatever to go cry or whatever, and how quick Dustin was like, oh, do you mind if I go check on her? And Lulu was understanding about it. She ain't know why he wanted to go check on her. She was like, because Brooklyn don't deserve any friends. But, she understood, but she ain't going to keep understanding for long. Like, you might want to keep your eyes open on that one. Because they do have a history. They used to date. And as soon as he see that she's in trouble or she, hurt or whatever, he goes running. That's his first instinct, was to go running over her. Like, he didn't waste any time. He didn't hesitate. Lulu better keep an eye on that if you want to keep your dude. Like, I'm just saying. Like, don't sit there and be so quick to let him, go check up on her and stuff, because that's his quote-unquote friend. Like, but they do have a history, so you better keep your eyes open. I'm just saying, you might lose another one. So anyway, speaking of Lulu, it was just so funny watching Valentine just handle her, like, because she just came over there all huff and puff, looking stupid, came over there thinking she held all the cards, and you really don't. Coming over there talking about something, oh, so I heard about the DNA results. You're not a Cassadine. So that means that you don't have the Cassadine money anymore, so you can't afford those high-priced attorneys. He shut her ass down so quick with that. He was like, first of all, I still got plenty of my own money. Second of all, I can still hire Nora Buchanan, and he said I can still afford Nora Buchanan. Unlike you, I got money. The look on her face when he said I got more than you got, the look on her face was just priceless. He shut her the hell up, and I loved it. As much as I can't stand Valentine sometimes, but I love the way he be handling Lulu. Because she really thought that she had the cards. Like, you really thought that you held all the cards when you went over there, but he shut you up quick. Talking about what money he ain't got. How you know what somebody got? Mind your business. He still got more than your broke behind. Please. That man's still a millionaire. So what are you whining about? You ain't got no money. And she's sitting there calling Diane and stuff like that. The only reason Lulu can afford Diane as an attorney is because Diane probably reduced her retainer fee, or Sonny or somebody's covering the cost, or, she decided to do it pro bono. Because Lulu on her own cannot afford Diane. There's no way in hell she can afford Diane. Lulu doesn't have Dante right now, so therefore you're on one income right now. and you're taking care of 2 kids, paying your own bills at the house because Dante's not around. So you don't have any real financial help. So there's no way you can afford Diane. So instead of worrying about what's in Valentine's pocket, worry about what's in your pocket and worry about your lawyer. You want to keep dragging him to court over custody and stuff like that, wasting the court time, wasting everybody time for what? And put Charlotte through this for what? Because all that's going to happen in that courtroom, if they take this to court, all that's going to happen is she going to bring up all his dirt, he going to bring up all her dirt. Either way, y'all going to be slinging dirt at each other. That's all y'all going to be doing. And your daughter might end up having to testify, and the judge might have to ask her who she want to stay with, her opinion on it. Do you really want that for your kid? Like, really? She's been through enough, and she clearly showing signs of crazy. You want to make her more crazy? Better slow your damn roll and stop antagonizing people so much. So anyway, Jax and Nina are still, in the afterglow, so they go to the Metro Court to have their lunch. And of course, Valentine see them together. And it was super funny because when Valentine came over to talk to Nina, he was like, Nina, can I talk to you? She said no. She said it so quick. She said that shit quick as hell when he said that. Can I talk to you? No. She was mad blunt with it, and I loved it. She was like, I ain't got nothing to say to you. You can go. She says, is there anything else you got to say? Because you can go. Like, we're busy. I loved how she handled it. But Valentine tried to act like he wasn't fave. He tried to act like he was smooth. Talking about, oh, well, when you're ready to talk, I'll be there. She was like, talking about, I'll be waiting. She was like, oh, you're going to be waiting a mighty long time. I say, that's how you get him. Shut him down. Because you could see it was burning a hole in it. It was burning a hole in Valentine to see her with Jax. It was pissing him off. So, he had to collect himself before he came over there real quick. Get his emotions in check. Because, he was pissed when he saw the two of them eating together and talking. He was mad about it. He was pissed. You could see it all over his face. But he had to collect himself. He had to woosah real quick before he went over there. And he had to, get, try to get cool. To let them know that, he ain't fazed by it. But you could look at him and tell he fazed. He ain't been shaving nothing. You could tell he fazed. He looked a little stressed. Like, he tried to act like he was, Joe Cool or whatever, but you could see the stress all on him. He even had worry lines. You could see it. Tell he ain't been sleeping or ain't shaved. All stressed the hell out. I'm like, yeah, you better go sit down. So anyway, Brando came to the Metro Court to, do some little interview with Lulu about the shooting on the pier. Brando didn't want to do no interview with her or any reporter. He wanted to stay out of it, be low key. And Lulu, of course, trying to manipulate him into giving her an interview or whatever, talking about something, oh, if you have any skeletons or anything, people always want to know about these heroes and stuff, and you're a hero. And people want to know about you. So, if you had any skeletons, now's the time to tell me. He's not going to tell you shit. Period. He's not going to tell you nothing. He ain't going to tell you a damn thing, so good luck with that one. Lulu, she just sucks at her job at this point. Cause I'm like, he's not going to give you no interview. He don't want to tell you nothing, period. So anyway, Dev wants to go to boarding school or whatever. He feels like it's best because he don't know if Brando's going to keep the secret or whatever. So that's when Brando comes in. Carly was basically telling Dev, like, she didn't really want him to go to boarding school at this point because she's gotten used to him. Avery's gotten used to him. They've all gotten used to having him around now. So, she doesn't feel like it's best for him to go. So when Brando came in, Brando feels like he just wants to live his life, but he doesn't know how he's going to go back to Chicago and live a normal life and be Dev's father, pretend to be Dev's father. But Sonny told him, like, you just have to be his father on paper. And, Brando, after talking with Dev and stuff for a little second, he decided, he's going to do it. And Sonny figured that, while Brando's living his life in Chicago, but on paper he's going to be Dev's father, he's allowing Dev to go to boarding school. But, Carly wants him back on weekends and holidays and stuff like that, like normal kids, with his laundry and stuff. I don't know how this is going to play out with Dev going to boarding school and stuff, because you already know Jocelyn ain't going to be for it. Jocelyn is going to protest. Jocelyn is not going to be happy about him going to boarding school. You already know, because she got a little thing for him. Brando, I definitely don't think he's going anywhere just yet. I definitely think there's more to this, especially with this whole Cyrus situation. It's going to be a mess. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised with the skills that he showed and, at the warehouse and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if Sonny tried to recruit Brando to work with him, to work for him and stuff. I wouldn't be shocked. It wouldn't be out of the realm for Sonny to do it. I'm just saying. So anyway, Nell ends up going to Valentine's hotel room to finalize their deal for the sale of her 5% of ELQ. And of course, the money that Valentine gave her was less than the money that the Quartermaines offered her. So I'm like, Nell, you're stupid. Like, she just made a horrible deal. The Quartermaines were offering you a pretty penny for your ELQ stock, and you sold it to Valentine for less than what they offered. And, to sweeten the deal, Valentine gave her less money, but he also gave her a new life. Basically, fake passports, fake IDs for her and Wiley, basically, aka Jonah, for her to take him and get out of the country and stuff like that. I'm like, that's still stupid, because I'm like, you could have got more money out of the Quartermaines, and you could have just paid somebody a small fee to do all of the stuff that Valentine did for you. Duh. Like, I'm just saying, like, that would have been the smarter thing to do. Valentine's reasoning for wanting ELQ basically is petty as hell, because he feels like Michael disrespected him, so now he wants to teach Michael a lesson by taking ELQ or going after it or whatever. That's such a petty and stupid reason. But Valentine, he's such a petty, stupid person. Well, he's a smart person, but he's still stupid. I'm like, it's such a stupid reason. I'm like, that's why you're going after this company? Okay. So anyway, Nell wasn't happy when she heard, she was eavesdropping on Julian and Olivia's conversation about Brad and Lucas packing up and going to Oregon. So, she wasn't happy about that. She was like, shit, over my dead body. She ain't gonna let that happen. This is why people need to stop talking in public so much. Like, just go somewhere in private and talk. I do agree with Julian about Brad. I feel like Brad continuously does stupid things. I feel like this move to Oregon is stupid. I understand why he's doing it, to protect his little secret. But like I said before, you're not doing anything but throwing a Band-Aid on it. That's all you're doing. Like, the secret is going to come out. Eventually, Lucas is going to remember what you said, no matter where he's living. You could be living in Timbuktu. His memory, he could have a flash of memory. You never know. It comes back. It doesn't matter who you're around or who you're talking to. Flashes of memory could easily come back no matter where you are in the world. It does not matter. So that secret wasn't going to stay secret forever. Brad wasn't doing nothing but putting a Band-Aid on it. That's all you're doing. So basically, Lucas had a conversation with Willow, and at first they had a whole misunderstanding, because he was under the impression at first that she wanted Wiley back. She was under the impression that Lucas and them were trying to kick her out of Wiley's life, so they cleared that up. So basically, they want her, if anything happened to Brad and, Lucas or whatever, they want her to be a guardian to Wiley. They want her to be permanently a part of Wiley's life, which I thought was nice, but you already know, like, I just feel bad for Willow, because when the truth comes out this week, or by the end of this week, her life is just never going to be the same again. Like, she's just going to be shattered into a billion pieces, because all hell is going to break loose when this secret comes out. Like, I just feel bad for her. Like, totally bad. But I cannot wait, though, for the truth to come out so Lucas could drop kick Brad ass, file them divorce papers. Brad could get the beat down that he deserved. Hopefully, Michael beat the hell out of him. Hopefully. He deserves it. It's everything that he deserves. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Have a great day. Peace.